Hello, this is Marc Stuart, just a Scottish medium. This video was recorded on the 26th of October 2019 at the Glasgow Royal Concert Hall, Glasgow, Scotland, as a demonstration of gallery stage platform work. Spirit worked through me for 50 minutes, but this has been edited down to 25 minutes. Please feel free to share this as an example of what I call traditional Scottish spiritualism. There is a section at the end of the video, retraining and readings. Thank you. Okay. Can I come to yourself?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
We've got a man coming forward, short black hair. Difficult to judge age, but he's older than me. Late 50s, early 60s maybe?
Yeah.
Give me a clue, yes or no?
There's like a plot. Yeah.
Couple, right, okay. Walking step, right hand side. Maybe not for the whole of his life, but towards the end, the feel.
Yes.
So you can identify who that is?
Yes.
Right, okay. Again, normally I would give you more evidence, but I'm trying to keep this short to get around as many people as possible. Are you involved in something just now with cleaning? Either something that needs, maybe something that needs to be cleaned. What he's showing me is a cleaning mop. You know the old-fashioned cleaning mop that you had to pull to get the water out of. Does that mean something to you?
I'm not being funny. A house.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I know what that is.
Right. Okay. You know not to read the medium anymore, then.
Yes.
Right. Something to do with a woman or somebody that wears, you know, these woolen hats. You know, that sort of like, sorry to point to you, but that kind of hat, not that colour. It's knitted and it's a single colour, green or light green. Does that mean something to you?
I wear hats like that.
So you wear that, right? So it's you that's to do the cleaning then. The kitchen, in particular, it's the kitchen. Do you have a linoleum floor?
No.
Can you identify somewhere that's got a linoleum floor in your house, or somewhere that you would go to?
I know where you're talking about.
And it's filthy, isn't it? You have to clean it. Really clean it. There's health issues if you don't clean this. Can I leave you with that?
Yeah.
Okay, leave it there. Can I come to yourself?
Yes.
Hello. Somebody that's a lot younger. Don't think this person passed as a child, but they weren't much at childhood.
Yes.
Teenager, male?
Yes.
Either a teenager or young 20s, but certainly looked like a teenager. Traumatic death, or sudden death. I mean, really like that. They're just gone, totally unexpected.
Yes.
Very close to you?
Yes.
Did you feel guilty in some way? Maybe not about the death, but some lingering feeling of guilt around about the time.
Yes.
He forgives you. Really wants to express forgiveness. Have you got something coming up that would be a birthday cake or a Christmas cake? You know, the solid icing cake, the kind you would traditionally get at Christmas.
Yes, it's a wedding.
A wedding, right, okay, right.
Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Christmassy, but it's not Christmas.
2 days before Christmas.
Right, okay. Come to yourself. Just a warning, I'll leave you and come to you suddenly, so don't fall asleep. Very elegant. You know, I'm going to use the word sophisticated. That's the feeling she's putting in my head.
Yes.
And hats, and earrings, and jewellery. The full sort of dress code. You know, it's almost like, look at me, look at how well I'm dressed. I think that describes her personality. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Do you have, or did she have, you know, the sun umbrella? You know, when you're going out on a sunny afternoon. So I don't know what it's called. Help me, people. A parasol. Yes. Would you identify her with a parasol, or is that you?
No, it's not.
Or are you going somewhere in the near future that's going to be sunny?
Possibly.
Right. Okay. So it's your future. Is it a holiday?
Possibly.
It's abroad, isn't it?
Yes.
Somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Yes.
I feel more on the African side, like Egypt, Israel.
Yes.
So that it's a trip for you then.
Yes.
Yeah,
not
right.
It's not fully planned yet.
Right. Yeah. That's what. Don't feed the medium.
Sorry.
Is it a ship, a cruise ship,
No.
or a ferry? Is there going to be a ferry involved at some point?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I'm being shown a ship. Is it on the coast?
Yes.
So is it a port? You know, somewhere that ferry would go to?
Well, it's not fully planned yet.
Yeah, but are you thinking? Let
Yes.
me rephrase it. Are you thinking?
Yes, yes.
Right. Don't know how to put this to you, but don't do it. Don't, seriously, don't change the timing or don't go.
On the ferry, you mean?
No, I mean on the holiday. There's something severe. I don't predict the future, but whoever this woman is, it may just be personal. It may be that she doesn't like it. So I may be reading more into it that she doesn't want you to go. Very strongly doesn't want you to go. She's actually swearing at me. It's that strong feeling. Would her personality, when she loses her temper, would she swear?
Probably.
Right, so that may just be her personality, but she's very strongly expressing that she doesn't want you. It's more the timing. Is the timing of it going to clash with something that you're like? Is it an either or, an opportunity cost?
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, this is all sort of in the offing.
Right. Okay. Well, it might just be the timing, but whatever it is, look at it very carefully. Let's put it that way. Can I leave you with that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Can I come to the woman at the very back left-hand side?
Yes.
Sorry, the woman in the blue.
Yes.
Right. I've got a man coming forward. Woolen jumper. You know the kind of jumper that a fisherman would wear? You know, sort of thick, really heavy, baggy, dark blue or black. Does that identify somebody to you? Give me a clear yes, no, or don't know.
Yes.
Right, okay. Slight beard, not a very heavy beard, but at some point in his life he had a beard as well. Or very unshaven.
Yes.
Unshaven, right. Okay, I mean, it's not enough to be a beard, but it's enough to think it could be a beard, or he's gone for a couple of days without shaving, or he's really, really airy on the face. Does that make sense to you? Right, okay. Do you have a boy in your family at school, either top age primary school or bottom age secondary school?
No.
Can you identify somebody like that that's close to you?
No boys.
Friends, neighbours, workmates? Or can you identify somebody in spirit like that? Go back to your childhood. Go back to when you were at school. Was there someone that passed when you were at school as a schoolboy? Can anybody else around here take that? Right, sorry. I'll come over to you in a minute. Sorry, I've got two spirits crossing over, so I'll ask the boy to step back. Right, okay, so this man. Do you have some connection to buses or public transport? Timetables? Or going on a journey, like a journey that doesn't justify getting a car because it's going to be in the city centre, so you're getting a bus to go there. Either recently or planning in the future. Edinburgh, it's like Edinburgh bus. You know the red and white buses in Edinburgh. Do you have some connection to Edinburgh city centre?
We're planning a trip for
Speak up a wee bit.
planning a trip to Edinburgh.
So you're planning a trip to Edinburgh city centre? Right, okay. Right, okay. In the very near future?
Yes.
Are you going to go there by car and then get a bus into the city centre?
Yes.
Right. Are you going to park in, you know, the big shopping centre, South Gyle on the outskirts?
Yes.
Is that where you were planning on parking?
Yes.
Don't, you're going to get a car park fine. Very specific. Find somewhere else to park that day. It may just be symbolic, but if you park your car that day, Whoever this man is says you're going to have trouble of some description, and it's going to cost you money that you're not expecting. I'll leave you with that. Okay, so the two people over here that this boy's coming forward for, give me a yes or a no.
Yes.
So you can identify this boy.
Yes.
Connected to you very close?
Sorry?
Is he connected to you very close?
As children?
As children, yeah. So it's going back to your childhood. Right. Do you know the mother of this boy?
Not anymore.
Could you find her?
No.
Could you make an effort to find her?
Looking back 40 years ago.
Ah, right, so it's way, way back. Right, okay. Okay. I feel as though you are going to come into contact with somebody that was connected to the boy that you're not aware of.
Okay.
Because he's very specific. He wants you, whoever this person is, I feel it's female. I mean, going back 40 years, he's not making it clear enough who it is. But just be aware of it. Just open your eyes to the people that you come into contact with. You may even be in contact with them without realising it. He just wants them to know that he's okay.
Okay.
Whatever the circumstance, he's too young to have been a suicide.
There are two boys. One is my childhood, and it was he drank something in his mum's cabinet during the night, took a convulsion and died.
Yeah, so it wasn't suicide, it was accidental.
But there's another boy 20 years back because I'm a teacher. He was killed, he was hit by a train.
Right.
So that's the only two connections.
Yeah, let me see which one it is. The one at 20 years, do you have some connection still to his family?
I still work in the same school.
So you've got connection to, can you trace this boy, the 20-year-olds, can you trace the mother?
The only way that would be is if there was family that were now coming to the school.
Right. I feel it's the younger one.
Okay.
And I do feel that you're either in contact with them and don't realise it, or you're going to come into contact with them.
Okay.
And it's just got to let them know he's okay.
Okay.
I mean, they're not going to be believers or anything like that, so just be aware of it and just pass that to them.
Okay.
And he thanks you for it. Okay. Can I come to yourself, sir? Give me a yes or a no.
Yes.
And say thanks, I need to hear your voice. I've got a woman coming forward. She looks very much like you. You've got a very sort of thin, narrow face. Sort of tall face. Imagine a woman with your face, your facial features. Give me a yes or a no.
Yes.
I feel as though we're going back. Mother, if it's not your mother, it's on your mother's side of the family. Don't think it's your mother. Can you take an aunt in spirit?
Can I take
An aunt in spirit.
Yeah.
That look, like I say, it's just the face. It's very. I could take her face and I could put it on top of you. And apart from the rest of your body, it would look natural.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Is your mother still with us on the earthly plane?
No.
She's in spirit as well. Is there another aunt still with you, like a sister
Yes.
to this woman?
Yes.
Right. This is a message for your aunt then. Or I'm assuming it's an aunt. I say it's her sister anyway, whoever this other woman is, or sisterly. Let's put it that way. Whoever this woman on the earthly plane is going through some sort of emotional crisis just now. Are you aware of what that is? Are you in part causing it?
No.
Or are you stepping back from it?
No.
Are you in the middle of it?
Not in the middle of it. No.
Let me rephrase it. Are you in some way aggravating it?
No.
Or is there something that you're not doing that you could be doing to quieten the woman down?
No.
I can't let this go. There's something that you're either doing or you're. She's actually almost hysterical about this. And I'm trying to get her to quieten down to try and get more evidence, but it's either something that you're not doing, you're doing, or you need to do, or you're even not aware that you're not doing it or that you're doing it. Go and speak to the woman. just have a straightforward ask her, what can I do to help, or what am I doing that's making this worse? She's going to surprise you. She's going to, it's not a lot. I mean, we're not talking about selling the house and giving her the fortune, but there's something that you're doing or not doing, or something that you could be doing that could make this a lot easier or a lot better for her, if that makes sense. Can I leave it up with you? Okay. Can I come to yourself? Sorry, yes.
Yes.
Give me a clear yes or no.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Can I come to yourself, the person wearing the glasses? Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
It's vision, it's sight in terms of recognising people. It's somebody with Alzheimer's, dementia, very confused. Only towards the end. Very, very much sort of like short time period before they passed.
Many.
Female. White grey hair, so quite elderly. Very thin. Thin or crinkled like that. You know, I want to stoop like that. Like they're showing me an image in my head of an old woman like this. Okay, so you can identify who this is then? Give me a hint to your voice. Thank you. You know when you go to fairgrounds, I don't think you can get them anymore, but toffee apples. You know, apples in toffee on a stick. Does that mean something to you?
Not from childhood.
No, it's current. Something now.
Yes.
Does that mean somebody, or can you identify somebody like that that's still with us?
Not a person.
Okay, but it means something to you. Right, okay. She's definitely family. I mean, judging by your age and her age, I think we're going way, way back to your childhood. Did you ever visit somebody with a big garden in your childhood on a regular basis in your family?
Yes,
Female.
Yeah, but she's still here.
Was there somebody closely related to her, or somebody you would have seen when you went to that house that's in spirit?
No, it's my aunt and my uncle, they're still here, and my cousins are still here, they live in my great big house.
Okay, speak to your aunt then.
Speak to my aunt, yeah.
Whoever it is was like, you might have been too young to remember this woman, but whoever it is, you can identify who she is via your aunt.
Right, okay.
Does your aunt have problems speaking with her voice?
No.
Who around you has problems speaking? You know, I'm trying to speak, maybe a stutter.
Who's here?
Who's here, yes, currently.
My son.
So your son has a stutter?
Yeah, he's sometimes got problems speaking.
Right, okay, that's your son then.
Yeah.
Is he still in some sort of education?
No, he works for myself.
Is he involved in some sort of environment where it's like a college? I mean, I'm not saying he's going to college, but is he in some sort of environment like a college where there's lots of younger teenagers hanging around?
That would maybe be my other son, his twin brother, who's just graduated from uni, like a wee while ago.
So there's two of them as twins, right? Okay, so it's the two of them then.
Yeah.
So the first one was the one son, the second was the other son.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is there something that's going to make them go apart? Now this may be physical, it may be symbolical. Something that's going to split the two of them up for a period of time.
Probably, yeah, job-wise, yeah.
Right. Is there a disagreement between the two of them about one of them taking the job?
No, but they do kind of clash, stay with each other, they do clash with each other.
Right, okay, okay. I don't know what it is, you're going to have to speak to them. That I'm getting a brick wall being built between them. And if they're not careful, it may be like a disagreement, it may just be symbolic, it may be going separate ways, But you know how my mother's a twin, so I can speak from experience. You know how one of them will start a sentence and the other one will finish it?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, it's going to get them to go in different directions or to lose contact. And one of them's going to be okay with it, and the other one's going to be depressed by it.
Right, okay.
So, but the one that's okay with it is then going to feel guilty.
Yes.
So it's going to affect the two of them. So I'm being shown you taking their heads and knocking them together. It's symbolic. It's not, don't be stupid, boys. It's just to be aware, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, just open your eyes up to it. It's not a case of don't do it. It's just a case of make sure that you keep in contact or whatever.
Of course, yeah.
So you understand the context of what I'm talking about.
Totally.
I'll leave that with you then.
Okay.
Can I come to the woman wearing the coat with the sort of button here? No, in front of you.
Me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. Is it okay to work with you?
Yeah.
I think this is a childhood memory. You know the old scooters that you used to have, where you would put your foot on it, the hands, and you'd go along.
Yeah.
Did you have one of those as a child?
No.
Do you know somebody from your childhood that did have one of them?
Yes.
Very close to you, like a brother.
It would be my brother.
It's your brother, yeah, because I got the word brother there. Still with us.
Yes.
Has he got a best friend that's passed into spirit that you knew?
He did have a friend, but I knew of him, but I didn't know him.
Speak to your brother then, because I think it's this person coming forward. Does your brother still drive a car?
Yes.
And he shouldn't.
No, he has to.
Does he have problems with his eyesight or his health?
His vision has been corrected with laser.
Right. The warning I'm getting, it's like a warning. He's going to have to get his eyes tested.
Okay.
It's like he thinks he's okay and he's not.
Right.
That I don't diagnose, so don't take this as me giving a medical diagnosis. But this friend it's his eyes and it's his driving. So get your brother to look at it. Leave that with you. You know, I can see them standing over you as a child. Do this or you won't go to heaven. Do this and you'll go to hell.
Oh yes. Yes.
Does that bring back a memory?
Yes.
And have you been thinking about some sort of situation recently where that conversation would have been applicable to? You know, it's gone through your head, oh, I can't do that, that's
Yes.
evil. Very direct message from this person, if you can identify them then. Now that I'm on the other side, I know better. So take that in context. You don't need to lead your life thinking that way.
Sorry.
You don't need to lead your life thinking that way.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
I'll leave you with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can I come to the woman here? Can you see that? Sorry. Yes. Yourself. Yes. Is it okay to work with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to hear your voice. Speak up a wee bit.
Yes.
Okay. Can you take somebody in spirit that rides motorbikes? Or that rode motorbikes when they were alive?
Yes. Yes.
Your heavy leather helmet, goggles, the full works. You know when you're driving on the motorway and they go past you, like 5 of them zooming past.
Yeah.
Somebody like that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm running out of time, people, so this is going to be my last message. Have you had an argument with a good friend recently? A really big argument.
Yeah.
You're wrong. This person just wants you to know that you are wrong. Does that make sense to you?
No.
He's laughing at you. Is that you think you're right and you're not prepared to admit that you're wrong? Very, very recent.
I
Ah, right, okay, right. So, but you haven't, have you not been speaking to her? Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So don't cross your, yeah, right, okay. So again, I'm misinterpreting it. The argument was a year ago. You had a big falling out and you haven't been in touch with her.
Yeah.
Right, forget about my interpretation about the argument. Rhetorical question, but this is a serious one from your friend. Why have you not picked up the phone or contacted her?
I just feel as if she had a person now, and that she was when.
Slapping you across the face. You lost a good friend.
I think it's the other way about.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I think it's the other way about.
Yeah, but that's where you're wrong. She thinks it's the other way about as well. And as long as the two of you think that way, there's never going to be a resolution. And the longer, this is him speaking, not me, the longer you leave it, the harder it's going to be. He says at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You've only got one life. You've only got one group of friends. Yes, you can make good friends, but why lose good friends over nothing? And that's what the argument was. It was an argument over nothing. And you've blown it out of all proportion. Do you understand what he's talking about? Are you going to do something about it?
No.
Well, I can only give you what I've got. It's your life, your friend, or your lack of friend. And I'm going to leave it at that, people. Thank you very much. I can be contacted for private readings on my website, where there are links to email, Facebook and LinkedIn. Or you can search for me on Google under Scottish Medium or the Scottish Medium. The website address is www.justascottishmedium.com. For training courses to help American spiritualists to learn traditional Scottish spiritualism, please go to the website www.traditionalscottishspiritualtraining.com, where there are also links to email and Facebook. Thank you.